What's up, guys? Charles Dove here, and if you don't already know who I am, if you're coming from Kris Krohn and Nick Krohn's mentorship group with our side hustles, yep, you guys know I am Tucker Burns' business partner. We've done over $30,000 in revenue just our past month, and we are currently growing everything. So let me just, and if you're just new to my channel and what I'm posting about, I'm going to be posting a lot of business content, growth, motivational content, and whatnot. But I want to get into the nitty-gritty of what today's video is all about. So I wanted to establish three main intentions here before we start. Just the overview. I'll make this quick. I want to teach people what the growth process entails in growing a company in terms of, and I'll explain, if you guys look at my other video, you know what I do. Establishing how to overcome challenges in terms of growth and day-to-day business operations, and importance of establishing core values, vision, and purpose. Like, what's the importance of it, why, and how that can help you become this great big company, because all this is so important. I feel like this is what people really need to focus on. So I wanted to start with teach people what the growth process entails, testing ads, images, and copy. There's tons of people, and if you're in the group, we got marketing material that we all got, but you always want to test and you always want to revamp. So I'll start there with what we have currently. And let me move my little face, put me into the right hand corner. So I got my let's go to my business manager, and I want to show you the ads. And we just put out new ads today for the for our sod grass leads. So let's go over to our ads, and you'll see we have these off. These are our two first ads we had put out, general copy, and then we put out new copy, and I'll show you the difference. I'll throw you a bone here, so let's just go into it real quick. So I don't want to make this video too long. Look how basic this is when we first started. You'll see it's very basic, straightforward, and then boom. Here in the testing, the second one we're putting out, we're doing 2 locations. Boom, we have this set up. It's all changed. So it's important to test these things because you want to know what's working, and you want to know what's producing the most results, lead. For every dollar spent, and you want to test that. I like to go week by week. You can go bi-weekly, but check your ads manager all the time. Name changes, logo changes, social media posting. Name changes are going to happen because as you're growing, your vision kind of expands. You may have an initial vision, but it's going to change, because you want to go international, you want to go national, you're going to have to change things. Logo changes. If you aren't happy with what you have, change it, because maybe it'll work better. Maybe it'll be more appealing. Look into color psychology of why choose one color and image over another. And social media posting, you want to be personal. You want to speak to your audience, so it's about them. You want to share your values, and everything comes down to the values, vision, and purpose, because then you can move forward. I feel like values are your core things. Those aren't changing. You have things that don't change in the business, and you have systems and processes that may change as the external environment changes. So that's why I believe social media posting and all those things are important. And the other thing with growing your business is outsourcing and taking that transition to what we learned from Chris, Nick, Trent, everybody within the group, Steve, and if you guys are in our mentorship, you know who I'm talking about. But just in general, for people who are looking to grow the business, the outsourcing end is so important. And taking that transition from business operator to business owner, and start delegating some of the systems and processes that need to be outsourced for you to expand and grow the business and do the things that move the needle forward and make you more money. And outsourcing, you need to have correct, what I learned is SOPs. And those are the standard operating procedures. You got to have a good template for it. You could use any software, however you want to do, but share that with people you're outsourcing with. The real hack and secret is finding people who are very educated and align themselves with your values and your vision and your purpose and whatever. If you have a credo and you have something laid out that, if somebody reads who's onboarding and they don't align themselves with it, you don't want to align yourself or your business with these new hires. And it's so important to establish. And I saved the best for last, so we're going to get into that later. So outsourcing. If you have any questions, feel free to message us. We just had our first hire recently, and it's been going great. We had 3 hires. Out of the 3, one of them stuck. So it's so important to test everything. Testing ads, testing employees, testing name changes, logos, types of social media posting. Cool. So that's what the growth process pretty much entails in the beginning stages of a profitable and visionary company. Establishing how to overcome these challenges. It comes down to critical thinking. If you're stuck in a situation where you can't, critically think and learn and evolve, and you can't think deep beyond, what a mentor is telling you, you need to be able to think on your own and have these creative solutions. And you may not think of them right away, but take a deep breath and look look within. And like I said, maybe not all mentors have all the answers. You can't bother anybody all the time, but align yourself with the people who have the information. Align yourself with people who are smarter than you. If you're the smartest person in the room, there's a problem there. You always want to be around smarter people who are pushing you to improve. Looking forward and stop beating yourself up are two in the same, because when you look forward, you're not looking back, you're not beating yourself up about the past. Holding on to the past strangles your heart, strangles your vision, it strangles your throat. You can't speak correctly because you're so caught up in the past and attaching to what you once were. But you need to constantly evolve to manifest a better reality and to align yourself with that better timeline. However you want to look at it, it's all words, but the essentials are that you need to look forward with positivity, with love, peace, acceptance, and that'll reflect in your entire business. That's why values are so important. Feed yourself with positive content, straightforward. Do it. Have a schedule. Wake up early. Do that. Here's the boom shakalaka of all this. Now, the actual importance of establishing the core values, the vision, and the purpose. I'm reading a book right now called Built to Last. And this book is establishing the difference between visionary companies and, comparison companies that are right up next. So if you have a company like Motorola, is the visionary company. They got a company like Zenith. That's the comparison. If you don't know those two companies, look them up. Motorola was at the top. Zenith was right behind. And what really made the difference was that the companies that are visionary may not have had the best product research or any of these, great idea things. A lot of them didn't actually. And what had them being the visionary company in front opposed to the comparison is that they had values. They had a vision. They had a purpose. They had a big, hairy, audacious goal that they set that enabled people to stimulate and with the values and the vision and the purpose. A lot of companies have different types of processes and whatnot, but a big factor was establishing that employees should have and should take self-initiative. Initiative is so important. So anyways, values. Most visionary companies have between 3 and 6. Within our company, we have 4. And I'll share with you our vision statement and values. Vision statement. Our vision is to create the best looking property for many people. And that goes straight with our landscaping business and our brokering business. Company values. Quality communication, quality service, honesty, and professionalism. That being said, you need to know that anybody who's going to come work and be hired and be a contractor for us and for our brokering business, which is sod grass, you need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to do quality service. You need to be honest. You need to be professional. Those are our values, and that helps us align with the people who are going to be moving forward with us. Where's my chosen? No. Okay, so that's that. See the vision, the values, and the purpose. This is so strong and important because it helps you also align as well as the values and vision. But our purpose personally here with everybody we work with is to help our family and our friends and everybody achieve the same freedom that we're achieving and having here, because ultimately we want to live a life of fulfillment and love, acceptance, peace. And that being our purpose helps us find the people who feel that same way. And there's so much more drive behind. And, small, minute things can't stop a vision as big as the one we have. So, that helps you look forward with the vision and the purpose. That's how you look forward. And you're going to stop beating yourself up because you have a vision now of who you need to be in order to have that reality and have these things and help people and do all the things you'd love to do. So all that being said, this is my honest reflection of the past 7 years of being an entrepreneur, being in the field, testing things, moving forward, innovation. There's a whole lot of variables, But if you're somebody who's looking to really start a business, there's a few books I have here. Two of them, I read these two recently. This is an extension off of Think and Grow Rich. He works for the Napoleon Foundation. Greg S. Reed. What is it? 3 Feet from Gold. This is good for moving forward and keeping your mind straight and hearing the challenges and obstacles that many people go through and how they power through. Second, Built to Last. This one will help you, and I'm only like a third done, but this will help you establish what makes a company visionary, what helps move a company forward. You have ups and downs as an entrepreneur, CEO, business professional. So, those were the purposes of today's video. If you guys have any questions and appreciate the content, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment. I'm going to leave my email in the description below. I've kind of taken a break off of social media lately just because I need to focus. A lot of people can't focus and keep their head down. Everything is flashy. So if you're one of those people, just know I can understand, I can relate. And much love, everybody. Thank you for your time. All right.